Hi, I'm Maria.
And I'm Jenna, and we've been having a blast traveling around Europe for the last few weeks. But don't get us wrong, we learned a lot too.
And in this video, we are going to relay our observations we made during these weeks of traveling and learning the dark history of Germany and Bosnia.
When analyzing the perpetrators in the crimes of the Holocaust and the Bosnian genocide, we found that the most effective ways the goal of ethnic cleansing was executed was through isolation and intimidation.
In 1933,
the National Socialist German Workers' Party, or the Nazis, led by Adolf Hitler, came to power. The Nazis' goals were to ethnically cleanse Germany of all races other than the perfect German, aka an Aryan.
To achieve their goal, non-Germans, most commonly Jewish people, were forced into ghettos, which isolated them from the rest of Germany. They were treated terribly and intimidated. After the Nazis felt that ghettos weren't effective enough, they put them in concentration camps such as Buchenwald, which we visited. Here, they would force the prisoners into harsh labor if they were able, and if they were not able, they were killed.
In 1991,
tension was high in Yugoslavia when Bosnia decided to be an independent country, despite Yugoslavia disagreeing. Bosnians and Croatians both felt that their regions would be better off as a separate country due to political, financial, and religious reasons.
The other large region of Yugoslavia was Serbia. Serbia didn't want to be an independent country. When Yugoslavia split, the Serbians inherited the weapons, tanks, and planes. Having so much power, they decided they wanted to conquer Bosnia as their own. Political leader of Serbia and former psychiatrist Radovan Karadzic was ironically pretty insane. Karadzic and his army general Ratko Mladic were determined to conquer Bosnia and planned to do so in extremely cruel and violent ways.
This war began when Bosnian protesters outside the parliament building in Sarajevo were shot at by snipers employed by Karadzic. The Bosnians were terrified, but they did not expect what the Serbians would do next.
Karadzic ordered a siege on the city of Sarajevo in Bosnia to isolate the people living there so they would either be murdered by the Serbians waiting on the mountaintops to kill them or die from thirst or hunger. Their goal was the ethnic cleansing of Bosnia so it could be inhabited by the Serbians.
During the genocide, the Serbians also used concentration camps which had very similar harsh conditions as the concentration camps used in the Holocaust.
The Nazis wanted to rid Germany of Jews and other races, not because they wanted to take the land, but because they felt it was contaminating the perfect Germany that could be. The Serbians, on the other hand, wanted the land and to rid of anyone in it. While the goals are not the same, the ideas of isolation and intimidation were both used to execute these goals.
present day.
The Turkish people in Germany, and now their children too, are experiencing an identity crisis. Whether they were born in Germany or have lived there for a long time, they do not identify as German, but they do not identify as Turkish either.
Wait, but why?
During the Nazi reign, the idea was instilled in the minds of the German people that only Germans should be able to live in Germany and all others were unwelcome. When the Berlin Wall was put up in 1961, East Germany lost workers, so guest workers from Turkey were brought in to take their places. Just 16 years after the end of World War II, the idea of not welcoming foreigners was still fresh in the minds of the older generation of Germans who lived through the Nazi regime.
Oh, so this is because although they have lived in Germany, they have lived in their own communities and were isolated and cut off from German society.
The Turkish aren't the only immigrants in Germany experiencing an identity crisis. When the Bosnian refugees arrived in Germany, they were in refugee camps where they were living in very poor conditions. They were also not allowed to have jobs in Germany, which is another example of why they could not be a part of the society. They were isolated and stuck in these camps.
We feel that if isolation and intimidation continue to be used as war tactics, then sadly, further genocides may continue to happen in the years to come. Video diary number 1. Where are we going? Can you answer me?
Wait, are you gonna put this in our thing?
No.
We should put this in our thing. That'd be a good idea.